Hey everyone, Summer with AstariaSen, and I wanted to do a VR video for pink themed decks. And this is a video response to Sarah over at Tarot and Oracle for the Soul, which is where I first watched it. And I do believe the original video was done by Fool's Flow. I will link them both down in the description. So I have several decks here, and I had criteria for my pink decks. Now, none of their videos had criteria, but I had to do this for myself because I have so many decks that do feature pink, right? So it had to have more than 10 cards with a serious pink feature in them in order to be counted in this little VR tag, okay? So I do have several decks here. Some of them are indie, some of them are not. I will do my best to make sure that I have indie links if they're available. I won't do it on mass market. You guys can look up the names and get them on mass market. But if they're an indie deck and I can get the link for them, I will do that for you. Okay, so the first one is, now the box to this got completely ruined. This is a Samantha Sawyer deck. It's the Primrose and Prose Oracle deck, and it is very, very pink. This entire deck is pink. There is so much pink in this deck, and yes, that is a feature. This holographic stuff, see, is all over every single card, which, you know, is really cool and really neat, and I love having it in my collection, but on camera can be a little bit difficult to actually show. So I have to angle it just right to see some of the pictures, but this features a ton of pink. This is like the pinkest, probably one of the pinkest decks I have. I think I have two others that are very, very, very pink decks too. There. See, sometimes like it comes off really well, and then sometimes I have to kind of like rearrange it to see it better. I mean, cool concept, but I don't think I'd ever get another deck with this kind of feature on it, but I still love this deck. I absolutely love this Oracle deck. It's so cute, so Fay. And if I didn't mention this before, all of my decks are the Fay variety in this VR. Because, you know, my whole thing is about fairies, right? That's my channel. I do everything fairy related, and while I have other decks that are not fairy, I stuck to fairies only, okay? So let's see, what's the other one that's very pink? This one right here, this one's also an indie. I got it off Etsy. It's based off vintage fairy art. It's called the Vintage Fairies Art deck. It's Fairyland Tarot, sorry. And it's by Wisdom by KK on Etsy. And this entire deck is nothing but a bunch of pink everything. And there's a lot of pink featured in this deck. So even though it has many colors in it, it's just like one of the pinkier pink decks that pinked in my collection. That's the best way I could describe it. It's a really pretty deck, honestly. It's got a lot of cute cards in it, a lot of cute vintage art, and I really have enjoyed having this deck. I do believe all of these images were found in the public domain, which is how she created this deck, was public domain art, vintage public domain art. So super cute, super, super cute. You can find her on Etsy. I'll leave a link down in the description if she still has this available. So yes, very pink. All the pink. Okay. And it even comes in this cute pink bag. It does not come with a book. There's no book. It assumes it's an RWS clone and assumes that you can figure that out. Okay, the next one is the Fairies, Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K, which again has a ton of pink in it. Now this one didn't have as much pink as I thought it would have in it. So it's one of those decks that it had to have at least 10 cards with pink featured on it. And that is about the gist of it. It has just a little over 10 that have pink featured in it. So, but for the most part, I would definitely put it in my pink category. And it's the Karen K one. It's a cute deck. It's got shiny to it. It's got really pretty good cardstock to it. I'm not a big fan of super shiny decks, but if you're going to have a fairy oracle, 90% of them are going to end up super glossy, which is unfortunate for me. Okay, the Sweet Foragers Tarot, which is mass market. This has a hot mess of pink and green in it. It's every card pretty much features pink in it. Isn't that cool? I love it. It's so cute. I featured this in my cute decks, but it's got a lot of pink. This is definitely right up this is a pink deck alley. And again, super cute deck, really cute deck. I like how small it is because it fits my hands really well, which means I can shuffle it because I have mini hands, guys, mini hands. This is like a mini deck. It's tiny. It's not very big at all. Not at all. But anyways, yeah, so it features a ton of pink cards. Like, there's so much pink in this deck. Pink and green. You want a pink and green deck? This is your jam. Like, look at that. I love it. No, I did not edge these cards. They came this way. It's just a really fun little deck to play with. Absolutely fun. All right, what do I have next? Here we go. Let's do Inspirational Wisdom from Fairies and Angels. The artwork is by Judy Mastangelo. And I have another deck of hers too right here that also features a lot of pink. Judy's got really pretty art. She does a lot of really pretty art. Okay. Oh, come out, come out, come out. Okay, cool. All right. So this one features a lot of pink cards or pink featured stuff in it. It's really pretty, really fairy, really soft. The sayings are really cute too. You possess the power to do much when you work in truth. But these cards are absolutely stunning and so cute, so cute. And again, they feature a lot of pink in them. Okay, Inspirational Wisdoms it was. Take that back. I'm not a big fan of these floppy boxes. They drive me crazy. And since I just did her other deck, I'll do this one. This is the Inspirational Visions Oracle cards. These ones are like based off fairy tales pretty much. Yeah, pretty much a fairy tale deck, but it's very fairy, which you'll see. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, guys. This is like such a cute childlike wonder deck, and I love this deck. I love the art in it, but I like Judy's artwork too, so I mean, obviously. But yeah, this deck is gorgeous, very pretty, has a lot of pink in it, features a lot of different pinks, which I really enjoyed. It has this blue highlight on the edge, which is a little bit sharp, and they're kind of a fat deck. It's very hard for me to shuffle with small hands, but still, totally good deck to have, totally cute deck, especially if you're working and you want to work in that little bit more of a positive vibe, because those definitely come off more positive. The next one's the Fay Tarot. This does have a lot of colors in it. Like I said, they had to meet the criteria of more than 10 cards with pink featured. So most of these cards do feature some form of pink. I wouldn't say it's my pinkiest deck ever, but it still has quite a bit of pink involved in it, which, you know, really cute, super fun deck. Really is. I enjoyed it. I enjoy working with it. Even though it seems like it's like, you know, super fun, it's kind of mischievous, but it does hit a little hard sometimes during readings, which can be surprising. All right, the other one, this one is out of print, I'm pretty sure. I'll see if I can find a link for it, but the last time I showed this deck, over a year ago, Sasha St. John is who it's by. Let's see. This is the edition of it. It's a first edition, and this is the information on it, but I'll see if I can find a link for it. It's the Gentle Wisdom of the Fairy Realms. This also features a lot of soft pinks in it. Obviously, around the border has a lot of pink in it, but I was looking mainly for inside the cards with those pink features, which this does have a lot of pink highlights, a lot of different pinks running amok inside all of these really pretty watercolor style cards. So this is one of those other ones that had to have 10 or more in it in order for me to include, because it wasn't all featured pink. Oh, okay, what's next? I'm almost done. I only have a couple more over here. Cool beans. Hey, I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good anyways. Okay. The next one is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck. This is the new version. I have both versions. I have the old version and this version, the newest one. It's by Amy and Nancy Brown. So Nancy is Amy's daughter, and it's written by Nancy, but the artwork's by Amy. I love Amy Brown art. Super cool art. And again, this was one of those decks. It has a lot of colors in it, so it had to have more than 10 cards featuring pink, which it does, all the different colorings of pink. And of course, I mean, who could not love this art as a fairy lover? Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. So it's super fun deck. It does have like, it doesn't have exactly keywords on it, but you can get a lot of hits from this intuitively or go into the book pretty easy. It's a fun deck. These are also mischievous little cards, but all of these cards, all of these give good readings. They have a message, they have plenty to say, and it's definitely very fun involved in it. They're not edged. They're okay to shuffle. They're a little tough for me. I definitely can't do it this way. I'd have to do it sideways, but they're pretty big even. It's one of the few decks, though, that doesn't have that gloss on it, which I'm happy about. I'm totally happy about. All right, and then the last deck in this series is another flower fairy style deck. Oop, okay. My little thingy's like wanting to wander around here. Okay, the last one is the Magic of Flowers Oracle. I do believe this one is also still available in mass market. I don't like the box, not my favorite, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be my favorite to have good cards, right? This does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not as glossy as some of the other decks that I have. So this, again, features a lot of pinks and purples. And I was going to pull out my Crystal Visions because you guys know Crystal Visions is my ultimate baby. It's my deck. It's a fairy deck to me. But I decided since I featured that one so recently, and I feature it in almost every one of my little VR videos like this, that I wasn't going to do the Crystal Visions. But Crystal Visions would be one of my pink decks if it was here. But I wasn't going to like put you guys through another walkthrough of that same deck over and over and over again. So... but this is a really pretty deck. I do enjoy working with this one. It's got the names of the flowers used on the bottoms. It's one of those ones I do have to read with the book, but man, this artwork is just stunning. It is gorgeous, gorgeous art. So yeah, that is the end of my pink decks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you will check out the original creators videos and the other ones that are doing VRs to this pink deck video section. And yeah, let me know some pink decks you have. Do you have any of these decks? Are there any that you didn't even know about? I'd be curious to know. I've come across several that I did not know about. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a very great day. Thank you so much, Sarah, for tuning me on to this little hashtag VR thing. You guys have a very great day.